George Baldock a few months ago was talking about the mental fatigue that you have to deal with when you're in the Premier League, in addition to the physical fatigue that you'd play in a 46-game season in the Championship. It's a big issue for these lads right now, isn't it?
Yeah, they have to get over whatever hurdles in front of them, and it is a relentless fixture list that we have to overcome, but everybody's having to do it. Everybody's had their injuries or having their injuries. They're all having to recover pretty quick. There's obviously the odd time that somebody has an extra day on somebody. So when that happens, I'll be grateful to have that extra day on somebody. I don't think it's happened so far, or I'm not aware of it. But these are things that we have to all overcome and get on with it. And the players overcome that on Wednesday evening. I thought they were excellent, and it was, as I just said there, it felt like a big win. And looking back at the game, it was an outstanding performance considering who we were up against, and as I said, the sort of issues that we're having to deal with.
Has there been any positive progress on the injuries to do with McGoldrick and Fleck, who was on grass again?
Yeah, we'll leave them, as you can imagine, right to the end. There's not a lot of news coming out, unfortunately. Sorry, Andy, to give you on players. We'll give them the best possible chance of being involved, and we'll make sensible decisions. That's what we've always tried to do. So the right decisions and sensible decisions in conjunction with the medical department and the player. I think, as you can understand, all the players are desperate to play a part in the last 4 games.
One player who I did want to ask about, Zivkovic, had some football last night, made a positive impact off the bench. How are you assessing his development right now?
Yeah, it's been difficult because we know a bit about Richario, but and maybe we would have liked him to have a little bit more football before, but you've got to balance it up between giving players games and picking the right team. So it's opened up for him, and all I can ask for are players when opportunities do arise to put in positive performances, and Jack Robinson's done that opportunity with Jack O'Connell. Obviously, Ozzy's done that fantastically well with Flecky being out. And Richario opened it up for him yesterday. And for 20-25 minutes, I thought he was excellent. The 2 young centre forwards for us. And they've got to recognise as well that both of them are, not got sort of 300-400 league games under the belts. They're relatively young in terms of the careers, and especially the Premier League careers. And I thought they gave a different type of threat to Wolves late on in the game. And, Lees, as we all know, can get up to speed a little bit more, and Richario produces what he has, then it's all good for us, and it makes us stronger as a group.
To focus on Chelsea and the comeback at Stamford Bridge, I wonder how psychologically important that was, because it perhaps proved to the players that they could do it at somewhere massive, at a very big club against a real sort of star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, out of respect, I would never look at the Premier League and think, well, that's a comfortable game, and that's something that we're not really going to get out of it. Every game in that division is so tough, and we have to be at our best. But I think when you do look through the fixture list, and then you look at top 4 teams, and Chelsea obviously are in that category. It does add a little bit more to the game, but it certainly didn't feel like that at half time, because they moved the ball about the pitch. They were better in every department than us, and we needed to give ourselves a shake, and we did. And the next goal was the key goal. It was a huge goal, and obviously if they'd have got it, I think it'd have been a comfortable afternoon for them. But we managed to get one early on, and then it gives us a little bit of belief. But at the end of the game, definitely to go to Chelsea and get a result was huge for us and our confidence levels, and the expectancy that we can you know, we can go and produce positive performances. And I thought the second half performance was really positive, front foot. Saying that, Dean's had to make a couple of fantastic saves to keep us in it. So they all played a part, and obviously at the end, the timing of the equaliser was great, and obviously it feels like a winner when you score that late, even though it wasn't.
You were saying earlier that you think Lampard's revitalised Chelsea. In what way do you think they have progressed this year?
I think the way they play, the introduction of the younger players into the team, you know, in Mason Mount, and obviously a couple of signings. Pulisic looks an absolute star. Tammy Abraham we knew a bit about from his Villa days. The manager's enthusiasm and the way they play. You know, I think one of the most free-flowing football teams in the division, and of course the manager will want to look to bring it all together from out of possession to in possession, but certainly in possession. Looking at it, one of the most difficult evenings that we're going to have to experience in the Premier League, because they've got threats from everywhere. They're all comfortable players, very, very technical. They've got legs, they've got pace, they've got ability, they've got movement. You know, in possession, you know, this is something that we have to make sure that from our shape point of view and a defensive out of possession point of view from us, we have to be really at it and produce one of our best performances of the season. Because, you know, I think when you look at it, obviously Liverpool, and then you look at Manchester City, but from an attacking point of view, Chelsea are right up there, and something we have to be very, very aware of.